Doing, you know what I'm saying, man, to the street, we here, baby. You know what I'm saying? 106.3, Sadie, Star Show. See, man, message to the street, we here, baby. Young brothers need to know that we as the older brothers recognize our play in creating what we call the wild youngsters, man. If they'd have been guided properly by the older brothers, man, we won't be seeing the young brothers running wild. So I think it's time for us to take it nationwide, get on all the social media platforms, all the airways, all the videos, everything, and hear our babies, hear our youngsters, you know what I'm saying, hear us apologize. And that way, now we can start sitting down and fixing this thing.
Yeah, it's your girl Sadie Inspired from Soul 106.3 and WSWC Internet Radio.
Yeah, how you feel, baby, man?
You back in the building?
Yeah, that's what we on. We finna kick it off that campaign, apologize to the youth. First step to bridging the gap between the youth and the old. We here, we finna do it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah, Sadie Star Show.
Brothers gonna work it out.
Yeah, we here, man.
Brothers gonna work it out.
We on the stand.
That's right.
We in the house, baby.
That's right.
We gonna simply kick it
You know
off.
what? When you see another black person, you're probably seeing your kinfolk.
That's right.
And if you know anything about history and how they separated us on the plantation, sometimes had cousins, marrying cousins, all that stuff. We all
Message to the street. Message to the street. Y'all better pay. Listen. That's what we do, man. So we has this how we do it. You know what I'm saying? One connection at a time.
Out west, Chicago,
Everybody pumps on silent. Highway silent.
Oh, she here?
Step into the gap between our young brothers and our older brothers, and that's get those critical steps. When I went to college to the youth, man, they need to hear it. I also need to hear us taking responsibility for them.
We got a special guest in the building. I hope you don't mind me calling you special guest. I got a problem with that, but hey. Got a
Oh yeah,
special
you
guest in the
special, man. You special.
Got a special guest in the building. We got T-Mac. Part of T-Mac in the building. What's up, baby? What's up? What's up? Tell us what you got going on. You got the book out. It's called Message to the Street.
Message to the streets. You already know I've been out promoting the book, doing book tours, but in addition to the book, we got something more special. We finna kick off today right here on your show.
Some more special.
Yes, most special. We finna officially kick off the Apology to Our Youth Tour.
Whoa.
The campaign.
Yes.
This is the period identifying the first step we believe, the staff, the company, the organization, Message to the Street. We believe that one of the critical steps to bridging the gap between our youth and our older brothers is stepping to them brothers, them younger brothers, and acknowledging the mistakes the older brothers made.
Man, go deep.
I think they need to hear that, and I think they need to hear that often.
Yes, they do.
So we're gonna brand that statement, that idea, we're gonna brand it in the Apology to the Youth campaign tour. So every time we get a chance to come on platforms like this beautiful show, you know what I'm saying, your show, what we wanna do is we talking to the youth. This is the work we are responsible for. We responsible for our youngsters, our shorties, them brothers out there in the hood that we can't get that message to, or can't nobody get that message to.
Right.
We got to strategize, you know what I'm saying? We got to get more tactful with reaching our babies that they continue to kill, lock up, and put in them early grade.
Man.
You see what I'm saying? So we want to go straight to the youth. We want to start every time we get a chance to speak. We want to let them young brothers know, listen, man, we apologize for not being the leaders that we should have been. Even giving y'all the proper example that we should have been giving y'all. Floor plan. You know, somebody got to take responsibility.
Yes.
And in taking responsibility, we hope that we can continue to pipe this message to them young brothers. They'll soften up a bit to sit down and lend us their ears that we may be able to get instruction to curtain some of this violence and some of this negativity that plagues our community.
Can I say what I like about what you're saying? I've always had an issue with affluent people or people in churches because you do a lot of preaching in church, but those people didn't listen to what you're preaching to. So if you're preaching to people that want to hear what you want to say, how are you reaching people that are out there that need to hear what you want to say? So by you first apologizing to him. You're saying, hey, look, shouldn't even got this far.
Exactly.
But we're here now. And since I'm here right now, I'm going to first apologize. But now let's do the work. Let me give you a better floor plan so that going forward, you don't have to make the same mistakes and things that we made.
Yes. And you know, the great thing I love about you is that I met you, what, 4 or 5 months ago. And when I met you, you was just so friendly. You was like, listen, I'm trying to do this and do that. And what people don't know about you is that you have a powerful testimony. Do you mind sharing that testimony with us?
Ain't no question. You know what I'm saying? I'm just recent, not even 5 months released from the federal penitentiary. I spent 24 years straight
Oh, man.
in prison. You know? I come home with a mission. My mission is to go back to the same street that they arrested me in and provide some type of guidance, some type of example that wasn't there for me. You know, that's the only thing that doing 24 years in the penitentiary, the only thing that makes sense to me. That's the only way you can leverage me and having the opportunity to become a new person, to take the time today that was designed to destroy you, to build yourself back up. That's the only idea, that's the only thing that made sense for me. Preparing to be released was going back and being some type of positive example and change in the communities that I contribute to damage. You feel what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? That's my testimony. I spent 24 years, and not to harp on that, but I will harp on it to let the people listening know that I spent 24 years preparing to be able to be effective in this mission that I'm launching today. This is not something I woke up after blue. This is something I've been preparing for over 2 decades, 200,000 hours, 8,500 days, 24 years. That's how long I've been preparing to get back in them streets that I once, you know what I'm saying, contributed in a negative way, and now it's contributing in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? And that's my mission. That's the mission of my books, the movies I wrote, the mission of my nonprofit, Message of the Street, we're forming currently. That's the mission of all my social media platforms, is to have some type of positive effect on those streets that we call negative, that we call irredeemable, irretrievable, all the negative names they put on our babies, on our youth, on our children, on our people. You know, so Message to the Street, Apology to the Youth campaign tour. We officially launching that here on your show, Sadie. This is special. This is special. This is very special.
Let me tell you, man, how amazing what you just did. Number one, you served a lifetime. That's a life.
Yeah.
No, that's not some year. That's a life. Second, the young fellow that was in there earlier, I was talking to him about first impressions. I would have never picked that up. That you had not done anything except be a scholar. You're intelligent, you're intellectual, you know, and you have focus and you have a mission. That's amazing to me. So, yeah, when you go out to those streets and you talk to people, I'm going to listen, because you did 24 years. And your only thing that you were thinking about when you were getting out was, how can I affect my community positively? Man, that is so deep. That is a testimony of this world. That is something else, man.
Yes, sir.
I thank you.
Doing my incarceration, you know, so a lot of the messages, right, not only for being around the man, but pretty much these are the messages that kind of like we used in day-to-day interaction amongst the brothers that was inside the prisons with us. And it's just, you know, the hearts of men are just, they like piercing conversations to those men incarcerated. Don't think about it, men incarcerated with the type of time that the federal system hands out. I'm saying, you got men walking around with life sentencing. Yeah. They got deceased on their out day.
Oh my goodness.
You got deceased on their out day. You know what I'm saying? You think about the heart of a man that's walking around with deceased as an out day. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine that.
Yes.
You look at your paperwork and when it say out day, it says deceased on it. Yes, now imagine the heart of a man like that.
What purpose do you have? What motivation do you have to even get up the next day to do anything?
Oh, so now you got the heart of a man like that. Imagine what type of message that you can utter out of your mouth that a man with a heart like that will receive.
And if there are people out there listening and you feel in this conversation, you want to be a part of it, join us. 773-928-9230. Once again, that is 773-928-9230. I know if I'm feeling it, you guys out there are feeling it, and you want to be part of it, I want to share some with you too, with both of you guys. I stopped watching the news years ago because when the news first come on, their promo was, guess who got shot? And it was always, look at the bad black people. Now, if I had never been out, have I never been around black people, what is my impression of them if I'm seeing this news? You know what it is? Ooh, they terrible. I better not go around them. And so I said, if that's the only thing that you want to advertise to me or you want to show me, I don't need to see you. They're not talking about festivals. They're not talking about communities and art festivals where we're getting together and we're doing all these positive things. So when you say that thing about the guy having deceased on there, what motivation does that guy have to get up in the morning and do anything?
Yeah, I feel like we most definitely focus on our community because I look at it that, you know, you go to different neighborhoods, you go across the tracks, you know, things is a little different. You don't see potholes over there. You don't see violence going on in certain areas. So I feel like when it comes to our neighborhood, we have to focus on rebuilding our community. We have to, whether we have black friends, white friends, or whatever, you know, we have to focus on rebuilding our community, and that's what it's all about. T-Mac, tell people how they can get in contact with you with this book. This book is phenomenal.
Yes.
They have to get a copy of this book.
TEAMACK24@gmail right now. All social platforms until the restructuring of my platform. I'm just Terrence McClure, government name at all at IG, TikTok, Facebook. Reach out, I reach back.
Yeah, and when you get that book, take a look at the Consequences of a Hustler.
It's TEAMACK24@gmail. Listen, no emails, not one.
No.
Not one. And the book is published, just so people can know.
Oh man, $20. That's nothing.
You can't
Exactly.
beat that.
Exactly. That
Go ahead,
was,
Dr. Love.
no, you know what? I was looking. It was Mistakes or Consequences of a Hustler, and I was looking at it and I was like, wow, you know, because there are consequences. You have to pay the price for things that you do out there. But once you pay that price, do you learn from that? Do you continue to spread positivity from your knowledge? But back on this show is incredible. T-Mac, thank you for being the guest. The Sadie Star Show every Sunday, 8 p.m. Tell everybody. Everybody.
And T-Mac, before we go, I just want you to give an encouraging word out there to somebody that may walk in the same shoes and don't know how to get out their box. Let them know. Give them something encouraging just to lighten up their day.
I just spent 5 months ago, I was in a federal prison. I spent 24 years straight incarcerated, released back on my feet, pursuing my dreams head on. If I can bounce back after 24 years of physical incarceration, it ain't no bad day you're going through, no financial situation you're going through, no bad relationship you're going through, no small little petty beef you're going through in your neighborhood that you can't bounce back from.
That's right.
You know, so if your problems, you think your problems big, just be bigger, man. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Deep message. If they look like you, they're probably related to you. Let that resonate in your mind. If they look like you, they're probably related to you.
Yes. So, y'all, I truly appreciate everybody for coming on the show, blessing the show. Mary, she was in the building.
Incredible, Mary.
Mix. Can't wait next week. Don't forget Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't forget to come and check her out with Global Mix. Also, T-Mac is in the building. Message to the streets, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. I got my boy in the building, Dr. Love.
I am. If called by any other name, I'm still a bad man, baby.
Just bad, period.
Yes, I am.
To our shoulder. Apologize to our youth. They need to hear, Joe. That's what the book about. That's what the jumping on a radio station about, the social media platforms about. We've been apologizing for our youth for about 2-3 years straight. If we gotta take 10 years, they gotta hear us apologize so we can bridge the gap between us and them. Message to the street, T-Mac.